It's time for Ryan's Roses on Kiss FM. Dear Ryan and Sisney, from Jenny in Altadena. My sister called me and said she's concerned that my brother may be cheating on his wife. Jenny, thank you for coming on. This is a very complicated situation and scenario. So your sister saw your brother doing something?
Yeah, so she called me and she said she had concerns that my brother was cheating. And I asked her what had happened. She said she saw him out with like some lady and it looked romantic. Thankfully, like our family is pretty communicative. So we just immediately went to him and said like, hey dude, like what is up? And he said that it was a work colleague. And that didn't seem, that seemed like pretty disingenuous to us. So we, wanted to make sure that we let his wife know. We asked her and she said that like, she had noticed that he had been kind of distant lately and that like communication seemed kind of off between them and that he was spending time outside the house more than he used to. And it all just like, literally the only thing that we can think of is that he's cheating. And that just,
So now the question is,
brother,
do you tell your brother's wife, your sister-in-law, or do you address this with your brother first?
She did.
No, we did. Like she said she didn't see any evidence of him cheating, but like all of that
you haven't
weird
gone
behavior,
back to say, but you haven't gone back to sisters to say, we think something's really going on here. We need to address it.
No, like after we, she said what she said and said she didn't find any evidence that anything was happening. But, like me and Gina, we don't think that that's the case. Like there has to be something else going on.
Do you and Gina then go back to him together and say, we think there's something really going on here? Or do you go to his wife?
We want to find out more because both of them have said that nothing is going on.
Right, so
but it just doesn't seem right because like we talk about everything. Like we're a very close family, and it seems off. Something seems off.
At what point don't you think, and no offense, do you think that we just need to stay out of it?
I can see what you mean there, but it's a feeling that like both my sister and I have that something is wrong.
So here's what we'll do. Hold on for 1 second. Let's find out more through Ryan's Roses. Think about how we're going to do this. We'll do it next. We're in it. It's thick. Jenny and her sister, they think that their brother's cheating on his wife. They need a little more info, but net, they think they've seen him out with another woman. He's not around. It's their sibling intuition.
I know, but so I don't like it.
How are we going to do this?
Normal.
Okay.
We'll just offer him the roses and see who he sends them to. But it seems off and weird for me that it's not coming from his wife. And she's already kind of, said there's not much going on. I don't feel a threat.
Jenny, let's see what happens here. We are going to get him on the phone, offer him some roses, and see who's top of mind. Be very quiet until we tell him that he is on the air, okay? Good luck. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Andy?
Yes, this is. How may I help you?
Hi, my name is Harmony. I'm calling from Beautiful Blooms in Altadena. How you doing this morning?
Not bad.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm calling because we actually service the LA area with delivery, and we're offering local residents a promotion today. It's free roses, so you can actually send them to anybody that you'd like. We don't need cash, credit card info, anything like that from you. They are free, and we just hope that you refer us to friends and family if you like our arrangements.
Yeah. I think I have an idea of what this is, actually.
Well, it's a dozen red roses. You can choose from red, pink, white. I believe we have yellow as well. And then we can just start with the name of the person you want to send them to.
All right, yeah. Can I send them to two people?
You know what? Sure.
Sure. Great. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to send it to my two lovely sisters, Jenny and Gina. How's that sound?
Great. What would you like to put on the card?
This will be short and sweet. I would like you to say, sorry I've been so distant that you had to put me on Ryan's Roses.
Okay.
I'll explain more when I can. Love you to the moon.
Could you hang on 1 second, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's your cue, Ryan.
I'm not getting involved in this.
Okay, it's your name.
It's your phone call.
Reed said Ryan's Roses.
Well, let's see how you handle this. Go ahead and put it back on.
Oh, God.
Jenny,
Yes.
I would like for you to talk to your brother, Andy.
Oh, no.
He's on the line.
No, you have
Andy.
to tell him he's on the air. Andy, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. Crucial for the notes section. Your voice being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that, okay? So,
right.
as you do know that, obviously, and thank you for listening. My name is Ryan. That's Sisney and Tanya.
Yeah, hi.
So,
Hi.
Andy, look, here's the deal. Your sisters are concerned that you're seeing another woman, not your wife. How do you respond to that?
I don't want to get into it on the radio. So how do I put it? But I will say this. I am not cheating on my wife. I am not cheating on. We are having some problems. And it has nothing to do with cheating.
But so why are you with another woman out?
I was probably a client. I mean that legitimately. I see clients constantly. If it was, I do work with a female coworker that I jokingly refer to as my work spouse. But no, there is no cheating. There's no cheating on my part whatsoever. But my wife and I are going through a rough patch right now. I will say that. And I appreciate my sisters being concerned. I understand, and I don't feel like elaborating on that at this point, but I appreciate their concern. I think it's a little funny that they got a radio station involved, but there's no...
So, Jenny,
no
what's
cheating.
your reaction? You know your brother better than anybody. What's your reaction to this?
Right. Yeah. And like, I'm, Andy, I know this is really weird. This was like a really weird tactic, but like we asked both you and Mao what was going on, and it is your life, it is your situation. But I thought that like we were a close family and that we could talk about that sort of thing. It just really it felt so different than any other like topic that we'd ever talked about, and I was so worried. I was so worried that something was wrong, and something is wrong. And I want you to know that I'm here for you. Gina's here for you. Like we absolutely want to help you get through this. Whatever's happening.
I appreciate that. I love you. I love you both, and I love your concern. But again, I think I have a female coworker that I have to work very closely with for 55 hours a week. But we work together because we're in the trenches, and there is a financial obligation, but there is nothing romantic on our part. And I think my wife felt a little jealous and threatened by that. And so she was like, well, if Andy has a work spouse, then maybe she as a stay-at-home mom would also follow suit. And
so, Andy, are you suggesting your wife might be cheating on you?
The word
You guys
I
can
would
talk
use
about it off air.
is-
I understand you want to talk about it off air. I understand. I understand.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
Okay.
that. I appreciate your
and Jenny, I
discussion.
think that's the follow up right there. I think that
Exactly, Andy.
All right.
Like I really think that you, me, and Gina, like we should talk about this. I know that this isn't like the venue for that, but like just I want you to be open and honest with us, and we will in return. So
right.
so
Jenny,
let's
Andy,
get together and like let's talk about it.
Thank you guys for coming on. We're going to let you go sort this out.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Andy thinks his wife's cheating on him. Ryan Seacrest here. So going back to Ryan's Roses, two sisters thought their brother was cheating on his wife. First of all, what do you do with that? If you have, let's say it was true and you knew that, you go to your sibling and say, bro, like we know this. You got to deal with this, right? You can't go to the sibling-in-law.
You go to your sibling for sure
Go to your sibling.
and call them out.
and you call them out and tell them to deal with it.
Which they tried.
Yeah, I'm just thinking now after we heard Andy on the line, Andy basically said, hey, I know this is Ryan's Roses. I'm good, but I don't think my wife is good. I think my wife might be doing something behind my back. That's what he was trying to tell us.
He wasn't trying to tell us that. He was actually trying to avoid talking about it altogether. But in the end, it did kind of slip out.
No, he said there's no cheating going on my part.
Yeah, but that's doesn't insinuate.
Yeah.
On my part is an operative prepositional phrase.
Ugh, this whole Ryan's Roses just gave me a stomach ache.
I told us not to do this.
I'm the one that said not to do this.
Oh, everybody wants credit now.
This is so weird that the sisters are calling. It's not the spouse. I don't feel comfortable. And then you just leave me hanging when he calls us out.
Because he called us out. Obviously, he recognized your voice.
Whatever.
Yeah, that was a little chicken of you.
And then he literally, Ryan did. He crossed his hands and he went back into his chair and basically turned off his mic.
What? Because I wanted to see how it's going to end. I was very invested. I was into it as a listener. All right. So, I think Andy's wife is flirting with it. I think Andy's wife might be flirting with the cheating or having, some sort of relationship with another guy. That's what I heard. That's what I think.
Or maybe he has too. Said they were having problems.
Ashley, speculate with us. Go ahead. You're on.
Okay, well, so this is what I think. My sister cheated on her husband, and she lied to him, and she told me, and it was super uncomfortable, but I kept her secret, and I think family comes first, and the sister should have stayed out of this. It's none of her business, and she should have never gone to the wife.
Interesting. Because
Yeah.
the sisters went to the wife, got her all riled up, and then in her head, and so then the wife goes to him, "Are you cheating on me?" And he's like, "No." And then she's like, "I think you are. I'm going to go cheat too." It's like, domino effect for no reason.
Yeah.
But, it's family. It's like these are complicated moments.
But I don't get involved in
family.
my sister's marriage or my brother.
Because she's not cheating. They're not cheating.
Well, sure, but
if
it's
you knew that, you'd have to get involved. You would.
I don't think so. I don't.
All right.
Wow.
Ashley, thank you very much. We appreciate you calling.